shit, is he okay? Wait, wait.
Did we fall?
Dude.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh shit, man.
No.
Dude, don't go down there.
Why did I go down there?
Why was that? That's why everybody's sitting over there. They don't want to take a picture.
And then we fall, and then somebody go.
Number 1. The Grand Canyon Slip. The Grand Canyon is one of the most stunning places on the planet. Annually, millions of tourists from across the globe travel to Arizona to see its immense beauty, take photos, and create memories that endure a lifetime. But sometimes, in chasing that perfect image, people venture a little too far. And when that happens, tragedy can occur in an instant. This clip is from 2020.
Dude, don't go down there.
Why did I go down there?
Why was that? That's why everybody's sitting over there. They don't want to take a picture.
And then we fall, and then somebody gets hurt. That's why you don't go down there. That's why there's no trail down there. Oh my god.
Where's he at?
They fell down
Fell
over
and
there.
fell off cliff.
Park rangers tell us that 69-year-old Cynthia Ackley died after falling from a rocky point just west of the Pipe Creek Vista. This is the second deadly fall at the park so far this year. A third person fell to his death. That happened outside the park.
A 59-year-old woman from Arizona was seeing the canyon like many others. She stepped close to the edge, attempting to get a picture, and slipped. She dropped hundreds of feet to her demise. Sadly, she is not the only one. Intrigued, I began researching similar events. That is when I discovered this next clip, and it left me shocked. Viewer discretion is recommended.
Oh, do not have to get out, though. I'm good. Okay. I have to get back up, though. That's the issue. I'm climbing that rock.
It's going back, man.
Just come back.
Oh, yeah, I'll come back sometime. Oh, this is fucking beautiful.
It is, but...
Hey, no native crabs, girl.
Oh shit, is he okay? Wait, wait.
Did we fall?
Dude.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh shit, man.
No.
Don't look at it. You smoke.
Don't look, don't
Oh
look.
my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told them to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Call 911.
We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Helicopter is out. Here.
Give me a call. Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Oh my god, we. Baby girl.
Just move back in.
Oh my gosh.
A man is visible balancing near the canyon's rim, risking it all for a striking photo. Abruptly, he slips, falling a few meters and rolling toward a second ledge.
Has this ever happened before?
Is he not? He's not moving, huh? He's not moving. Hello? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Hello?
You think I fall? Okay, see,
For a frightening moment, it seems like he will not stop in time, but against all probability, he made it. He lay completely motionless. Those observing from the viewpoint feared the worst and requested a trauma helicopter. It was that call, made in a time of panic, that might have ultimately saved his life. According to reports, the man survived with just some bruises and small injuries, but it could have ended much differently. Let this be a strong reminder. Nature is lovely, but also ruthless. One bad step is all it needs. So, next time you are standing on the edge for a picture, ask yourself, is the photo truly worth the danger? Number 2. The English Woodsman. That leads us to Daniel, the creator behind the channel English Woodsman, where he presents his passion for wild camping and the amazing outdoors. With a serene, positive demeanor, Daniel brings his viewers deep into the wild, accepting every challenge that he faces, whether it is pouring rain, powerful winds, or cold temperatures. In the clip he posted on May 23, 2025, Daniel embarks on another wild camping journey through the picturesque English countryside. His aim, to disconnect from daily life and discover peace in solitude. But as it happened, this journey would be anything but calm. It all started like any other trip. Daniel walked through the forest, located the ideal spot, and prepared everything for a comfortable night under the heavens. But as night came and he attempted to get some sleep, things began to change.
I've just heard the noise again, but not as much. I didn't want to turn the camera on, okay? It was just like a quick... I don't like it in here. So I'm trying to sleep and I always like get a flash of light on the tent. Now, if you look back on the live stream that I did, I showed people a reaction of someone in the, the trees with a torch walking backwards and forwards. I don't know if it's someone who subscribed to my channel who may be local and he's trying to find out where I am, trying to scare me a little bit, but I've seen the light flash now over my tent area. So we're going to get out and have a little look, see if I can see the light. The problem is my battery is only on 16% because the live stream flattened it, and I am using my phone as well. But we need to get out and have a look. If I see the torch, I'm going to have to go over and ask him what his problem is, because I'm not having this all night. I don't know if he's just trying to be a silly bugger about it, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? But I'm not enjoying it, and I think it's rude. I just have to wait, won't I? Told you. It's like they're looking for someone. Oh, get down a bit. That must be someone who's seen my live stream, who knows where I am. I need to come this way a little bit.
Daniel does his best to remain calm, but something about how this individual keeps walking near his tent, back and forth, feels strange. It's not just the sudden presence that bothers him, it is the conduct, as if the man is seeking something or someone. At first, Daniel thinks about confronting him, perhaps even starting a conversation to ease the tension, but after a moment of doubt, his gut kicks in. Something feels wrong. Instead of risking a direct meeting in the darkness, Daniel decides to play it smart, staying down, staying quiet, and carefully observing from the darkness, hoping the man would not realize he was not alone out there.
See, light's there now. Gotta be looking for me. Let's go that close to camouflage, not at tent. Must be. What local followers to my channel. And they've come to find me. Right, well, I know it's a little bit poor light, but I'm going to make my way back to the tent. It's only here. And then going to get my head down for the night. It's 10:30, 11:15, I think. Yeah, right, I'm here. See you in a bit. Am I nervous, should I say? Yeah, I'm nervous because you never know if it's more than 2. So, yeah, I think if I get in tent, turn light off, it should be alright. This is one of them recording lights where it's really, really low, but the camera picks it up with a good light. But yeah, I'm going to get in tent now. I am nervous, I will admit that.
Luckily, after a bit, the strange figure slowly moved off into the night, allowing Daniel to finally feel a bit more relaxed. Eventually, he was able to fall asleep, and to his relief, the remainder of the night went by without any more incidents. Still, the event raised more questions than answers. What was a person doing out there deep in the forest so late in the evening? Could they have watched Daniel's live stream and come searching for him? Or were they out there looking for something, or another person entirely? We might never learn what that person's actual intentions were, but one thing is definite. Daniel stayed composed, remained safe, and made it through the night. And in the realm of wild camping, sometimes that is the best result you can wish for. Number 3. The Wakari, or White Island Eruption, December 9th, 2019, 11:56 in the morning. It was intended to be the trip of a lifetime. Anthony Langford, marking his 51st birthday, started on a cruise aboard the Ovation of the Seas. With his spouse, Christine, 46, their 17-year-old girl, Winona, and 19-year-old boy, Jesse. The family from Sydney had journeyed widely, but this trip promised something amazing, a tour through New Zealand's beautiful landscapes, ending in a trip to Wakari, also called White Island, a distant, active volcano rising starkly from the ocean. On the morning of December 9th, the cruise vessel docked at Tauranga, a well-known port in the Bay of Plenty. The conditions were perfect: clear skies, gentle seas. Among the day's trips was a guided visit to White Island. Despite the volcano's alert status being raised to level 2 from increased activity, tours went on as usual. The Langfords, looking for adventure, went with 43 others on the trip.
Busting through here, it burst out on the right hand side over there.
Upon landing, the group put on yellow helmets and breathing masks, following guides across the island's delicate, sulfur-covered terrain. Under their feet, the ground shook, a frequent event on Wakari. Unknown to them, superheated vapor and gas had been gathering beneath the ground, stuck under a fragile crust of stone, and at 2:02 p.m., things take a frightening turn.
You can't tell your mom. You can't tell your mom this happened.
No. Man, look. Jeez.
Am I gonna be okay? Why are you so cold?
I don't know. Come on. Let's get off of here. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh.
Without notice, the volcano erupted powerfully. A huge plume of ash, vapor, and poisonous gas shot skyward, covering the island within moments. Temperatures climbed above 300 degrees Celsius, destroying everything in their way. The eruption was so quick that there was no chance to escape. Jesse Langford, close to the crater with his relatives, was knocked to the ground. He felt his flesh burning, his eyesight dimming. Through the turmoil, he understood his mother had perished instantly. His father displayed signs of life, but died shortly after. His sister, Winona, was not to be seen. In a subsequent interview, Jesse described the terrible experience, detailing the intense pain and the frantic search for his relatives amidst the ash and haze. Despite his wounds, Jesse was able to walk towards the shore. A tour leader from another party saw him and assisted him into the ocean to cool his burns. He was the sole person who survived the blast from such close proximity. Rescue operations were complicated by the island's isolated location, needing helicopters and boats to get to the victims. For most, help arrived too late. Of the 47 individuals on the island, 22 lost their lives, including Anthony and Christine Langford. Winona's remains were never found. Jesse sustained burns to 90% of his body and was put in a medically induced sleep at the Royal North Shore Hospital in Sydney. Upon waking, he found out about his family's fate. In a video message shown at their service, he conveyed his sorrow and gratitude for surviving, saying, "I'm grateful to be alive, but everything I had was gone." The disaster of Wakari serves as a harsh reminder of the dangers inherent in adventure travel and the need for strict safety regulations. For Jesse Langford, the path towards recovery continues, defined by courage and the memory of his lost family. Number 4. The MGM Zoo Lion Attack. This startling event occurred at the MGM Zoo in Las Vegas. People gather around the enclosure, anxious to catch a look at the grand lions as they recline behind the glass. Calm, strong, and undeniably stunning, the lions appear at peace in their man-made habitat, but nothing could have readied the visitors for what was about to occur. In a few seconds, the feeling changes. A lion handler stands within the enclosure, doing what he has likely done many times before. But this instance, something is unusual. Without notice, one of the lions strikes, fastening its jaws around the handler's limb. Frightened screams sound from behind the glass as personnel rush to help. Luckily, the handler is able to escape, reportedly with just small injuries. He was taken to the hospital for stitches, but it could have been far worse. Times like this serve as a scary reminder. No matter how skilled or domesticated they appear, wild animals are precisely that, wild. And maybe the larger question is, should these incredible creatures really be housed in enclosures for our entertainment at all? Because when you remove a lion from the wild, you cannot take the wild from the lion. Number 5. The Haunted Hotel. Going into the woods alone at night can be frightening, but what occurs when you meet someone or something you would rather never see? Like this initial encounter from Clay, the man behind the channel Time to Play TV, where he posts everything from fun challenges and cooking clips to outdoor trips and spooky explorations of haunted locations. In the clip he posted on August 31st, 2019, Clay chose to push his boundaries and spend a night in the Riverview Hotel, a place with a scary reputation. Erected in 1916 and first run by 3 ladies, the hotel's past took a grim turn after their deaths. Since that time, numerous guests have described strange encounters, from odd noises to visions of a woman roaming the halls. Fascinated by the tales, Clay reserved a stay, keen to see if he might experience something for himself. But what he did not realize at the moment was that the chamber he had picked had a grim history of its own. Just weeks before, an elderly man had passed away there from natural circumstances, and Clay was about to learn that this would be a night he would always remember.
And I wasn't even getting ready to film or anything yet. I was going to throw all my stuff in my charger, I was going to go outside, I was going to have a cigar for the night, and then come back in and then try to set up some cameras and film, okay? I've been in this room for like 10 minutes. My fan has shut off and turned back on. The bathroom door over there, it's closed. Now I don't mean a little bit, I mean it's fully closed. Now, the reason it's open now is because I thought maybe a breeze, maybe something. There's no windows open. I got nothing going on, and that thing right there is just closed all by itself. So I'm telling you what, it's a little spooky. I am thinking it's kind of neat. So I'm probably gonna go have my cigar. I'm gonna come back, set some cameras up, and do whatever battery's about to go low. And then do whatever I can to get it. It's closing right now, guys. It just moved a little bit. I'm telling you, it just... See. There's no one in here with me. Completely alone. Hello? There is no one here, guys. I'm using the front facing the camera, so it's kind of hard to see. But you can see. Watch. Watch. See, it's a watch. It doesn't close by itself. Okay? And this thing's open and closed. It's done it by itself. I want to say that's the second or third. I can't remember if it did it once or twice before I started on or what, but it's been doing it a lot, and I don't get it. Because I tried doing it by hand. I got goosebumps.
Although this type of activity was precisely what Clay had wished for, the fact that so much was already occurring just minutes after getting to his room definitely put him on guard. Still, he was not going to back down now. Instead of getting scared, Clay chose to lean into the moment and see if he could talk with whatever was causing the odd behavior, especially the door that appeared to have a life of its own.
You think you can close that one more time for me? You think one more time you could close the door, and then I'll leave you alone. Then I'll leave, and I'll leave this room for a little while. I won't come back if you close that door one more time. Go. What the hell? Oh, it didn't close all the way this time. All right, I told you I would leave. I'm out. All right, guys. I'm out. I'm gonna put myself in my car. I'm gonna leave like I said I would. I'm gonna leave and go charge my stuff. I'm gonna charge my stuff up. I'm freaking out, guys.
Clay could scarcely believe what he was seeing, but determined not to shorten his visit, he stuck to his schedule. He took his things, went outside for a fast cigar to calm his nerves, and then returned back into the room, prepared to call it a night and interested in what it would hold.
I'm back in my room. It's pretty late. When I left, the bathroom door was open. It's closed. I already went in there and checked everything. I actually went to the restroom. I'm leaving it closed. I've had enough of that thing closing on me. So I'm gonna leave it closed. It's latched, so it does not push open. So we're gonna see if that opens. I don't think it could. That'd be a heck of a lot, but we'll see. I am gonna probably get ready for bed, but I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the camera on. I hate sleeping with the light on, but maybe I'll leave the light on and we'll just leave the camera rolling for while I sleep. See how it goes, see if anything happens. Good night. You got a good view? Yeah, we're good.
As you can observe, the fan turned on and off several times, just as it did when Clay first got there. But this time, he recorded it all on camera. After a couple of times, the activity seemed to cease for a while, and the chamber fell strangely silent. But the night was not finished yet, not even close. What Clay did not notice at first was that the chair had previously been moved earlier.
That chair just hit my bed. This chair was over there. It just hit my bed really hard. Got my socks on.
What really jolted him awake was the bed itself moving beneath him.
This chair, I'm 90% sure was over here. And it just hit my bed really hard. I need to see if I got that. I'm going to stop this for a second so I can see. I know that chair was over there. I know it was, but I'm pretty sure that chair just hit my bed really hard. I'm going to stop this so I can check it out. I've only been asleep like 3 hours. The chair did not hit my bed. The chair did move. Let me take my shirt off of the lamp. The chair did not hit my bed. Technically, it wasn't even touching it. It was by the bed. I thought the chair hit the bed and slammed into it real hard. That is not what happened. As you just saw, because I would have showed that before this, the chair moved by my bed and was actually like 40, 50 minutes later, the bed moved. Now I had to watch it like 5 times to see it. And I actually had to watch like the corner of the bed. The actual bed moved a little bit. So, I don't know if I'm going back to sleep. I think that's crazy. They said this place is haunted, and just now when I was re-watching the footage, my fan shut off again, and then when I got up to go over there, it turned back on. The bathroom door is still closed. I kind of want to open it again to see if it'll close again, but honestly, a lot of stuff's happening, so I really don't see the need to do that, because at this point I'm not scared, but I'm just getting a little freaked out.
Naturally, this was more than enough to leave Clay totally creeped out. Resting was not an option anymore. This event was unlike anything he had ever experienced and far more powerful than he had anticipated when organizing the trip. But what made it even more disturbing was what Clay did not know at the time. It was not until he arrived home and told the story to his friend Patty that the complete story started to emerge. Patty was so fascinated by his experience that she chose to visit the hotel herself. And during a chat with the hotel employees, she discovered something scary: the reality about the man who had recently passed away in the very chamber Clay had occupied.
And she was talking to one of the workers there, and the workers was saying, you know, talking to her about how stuff like this happens a lot. People complain, you know, their wallets or stuff they bought has been moved, or chairs have been moved, or they heard the door closing at night. And then the worker told her, however, in the past couple weeks, it's gotten a lot worse. They've been getting a lot more complaints. And Patty's asked her, well, I wondered, do you know why that is? And the lady said, well, someone died a couple weeks ago here, and ever since then we've been getting a lot more stuff happening. And Patty's like, oh my gosh. And she asked her, well, what room did he die in? And she said, the one your friend was in. I didn't know it at the time. Someone had died in that room a couple weeks prior. I don't know if that means 2, 3, or 4. She just said a couple weeks ago. And it was an older gentleman, like in his 70s, and he died of natural causes right there on the bed.
Number 6. The Great White Shark Encounter. This frightening event was recorded by nomadic kayak fishing, or more accurately, by Matt, a 19-year-old explorer who lives from his van, kayaking and angling his way across New Zealand.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another nomadic fishing adventure. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt, and I've just pulled up to the northernmost campground in the whole of New Zealand. I've got 3 days of awesome weather forecast ahead of me, so we're going to be fishing, we're going to be camping, we're going to be exploring, and of course eating whatever we catch. As always, there's going to be that search for a giant fish out here. There has never really been a better place to find one. So I'm just going through all of my knots, leaders, hooks, lures, connections, making sure everything's tip-top, and getting ready for a very big day tomorrow. I will see you first thing in the morning.
On February 10th, 2025, Matt headed out toward the northern shores of New Zealand, arranging a quiet 3-day camping getaway. It appeared like the ideal escape: solitude, wilderness, and boundless waters to see. He went to sleep early that night, wishing to be well rested for the day coming. At 5 a.m. the next day, while the sky was still dim, Matt awoke and started preparing his equipment. Unbothered by the chill and quiet, he went outside and prepared his kayak, keen to get to the river that would lead him to the open ocean.
Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good kahawai for a live bait. Oh, perfect size bait. Perfect size bait. Oh, big swirl behind me, jeez. Well, there we go, a nice little kahawai live bait.
Soon he landed his first fish of the day, a thrilling start that made him go further and further into the open ocean. A live fish trailed under his kayak as he floated farther from land. But then the sea fell strangely quiet. The bait started to move, and that is when it occurred.
Gosh. Great white, great white, great white shark. Cutting the live bait off. This, I'm out of here. Oh mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. Fuck, he's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. Fuck. He's still behind me. He's going at my rudder. Holy shit. Is he still here? Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck that. Fuck, he's still here. He's still behind me. He's just following me. Fuck, if I get eaten, it's not going to be much fun. He's still right on my tail. He's following my rudder. Please don't attack me, bro.
Abruptly, a shark materialized, circling his small boat. Matt's heart raced as he saw the shark was not just intrigued. It was trailing him. Every paddle stroke only seemed to incite it more. Alone, distant from shore, Matt attempted to stay composed, but it was not simple.
He's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. Fuck, he's coming closer. Fuck. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals. And I'm a marine mammal right now. Fuck, I hope he leaves me alone. I've got about 4 kilometers before I can land on a beach. I've got about an hour-long paddle before I can get anywhere on dry land. And he's still behind me, holy shit. I need to get in. Is he still there? I have lost sight of him. I don't like that. I've lost sight of him. Where is he? Completely lost sight of him. He could just be swimming underneath me too. Holy shit. I don't know where he is. I do not know where he is. I'm just not going to stop paddling and keep an eye out. I don't know where he's gone, but I don't want to be anywhere near him. I'm going in. That was one of the scariest things I've ever seen. Tangaroa, if you can hear this, please keep me safe, keep me well, and keep that shark from me. Tangaroa Namahi. Fuck this. Te moana, te Tangaroa, please keep me safe, keep me well, and get me home. I don't know where he's gone, but I gotta turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit, that huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment. That thing was 4.5 meters long. It was longer than the kayak. That was a 1,000-pound shark, and he's still behind me.
For what seemed like an age, the shark stayed locked on him. But Matt, an expert fisherman, knew one thing. He had gone into their world, their space. He knew he had to remain composed, to think like the hunter in order to live.
I'm so sorry I'm swearing so much. Okay, I haven't seen him in about a minute. I'm not paddling super fast because I'm trying to keep the paddle strokes nice and quiet so he doesn't feel any sort of aggression towards me. Just keeping a real steady pace, not trying to be too frantic about this. Also trying not to get too close to the rocks because then he'll think that I'm a seal swimming towards the land. So I just need to keep going along the coast and pray that he leaves me alone. Oh shit balls.
Through careful movements and sharp gut feelings, Matt eventually was able to navigate away. Against all probability, he returned to shore alive and totally unharmed. It was a near miss, a frightening encounter with nature's might. But as Matt later stated, when you go into the ocean, you are stepping into the House of Giants. You have to respect that. Thankfully, he did, and because of that, this shark never charged. It just let him depart. Number 1. Brandon Lawson. On August 8, 2013, the evening a person named Brandon Lawson disappeared under conditions that still mystify both detectives and the public to this day. It all started after Brandon had a major disagreement with his longtime partner, Ledessa Lofton. Sensing the need for distance and an opportunity to calm down, he chose to depart the house and phoned his father to see if he could motor 3 hours to stay over at his home, something his father attempted to dissuade him from given how late it was. But Brandon, resolved to get away, departed from his San Angelo residence at 11:54 p.m., going toward Crowley, Texas. Approximately 40 miles into the journey, his vehicle ran out of gas, and he had to stop along a lonely portion of Highway 277 near Bronte, Texas, after which he called his brother Kyle for assistance. When Kyle showed up soon after, Brandon was not at the location, and despite combing the vicinity carefully, there was no sign of him at all. It was not until the following day that the family found out something scary. Just seconds after talking with Kyle, Brandon made a 911 call, one that would later be pivotal to one of the most unsettling missing individuals cases in recent history. In that communication, which you can listen to now.
911 emergency.
Yes, I'm in the middle of the field. The Staple just pushed some guys over. Right here going towards Javelin on both sides. My truck ran out of gas. There's one car here. Got chased to the woods. Please hurry.
Okay, now run that by me.
We're not talking to him. I actually ran into him.
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
Got the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yeah, no, I need the cops.
Okay. Is anybody hurt? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Brandon seems alarmed, confused, and obviously scared, making disjointed comments that appear to imply he is being pursued or observed, stating things like, "Yes, I'm in the middle of a field," with the call dropping in and out, leaving more mysteries than solutions. Through the years, the recording has sparked numerous theories, arguments, and conjectures online. Still, to this day, there is no certain explanation about what occurred that evening. What makes this situation particularly disturbing is that police, at first, hesitated to treat it seriously. Because of pending warrants Brandon had then, officers presumed he had willingly vanished to evade arrest and did not focus on the case, anticipating him to reappear later. But he never returned. His relatives, however, strongly believe that Brandon would not desert his 4 kids, and they have constantly denied the notion that he ran away intentionally. To some, the absence of urgency in the official response seemed like the case was silently put aside, and that feeling of inattention only intensified the puzzle. Hearing the despair in Brandon's tone during that 911 communication, it becomes terribly obvious that he thought he was in peril, and what makes it more disturbing is the powerful feeling that he was not alone during that last communication. Being marooned in the center of nowhere in the deep of night, only 40 miles from his house, with terror entering his every phrase, it makes you ponder not just what transpired, but how a thing like this could remain unsolved for so long, with no firm solutions and no resolution for the folks who knew and cared for him. Number 2. Couple drowns. This following clip brings us back to a very sad video that was posted to YouTube in 2013 with the title, "Couple Drowns in Front of Camera." The clip runs about 7 minutes and records what was meant to be a calm and happy time between a young pair, 22-year-old Mohammed Dian and his new wife, during their 1-year honeymoon, enjoyed near a still pond in the Bani Matar area, just south of Sana'a, Yemen. The video itself was shot by Mohammed using his mobile, which he cautiously set on a close rock to film a seemingly harmless and loving scene of the couple hugging. For the initial section of the clip, everything seems to be progressing quite well as the pair smiles, chuckles, and appreciates each other's presence in the serene setting of the outdoors. However, that time of peace is rapidly broken when Muhammad unexpectedly seems to fall, and in a frantic try to rescue himself, he grabs for his wife to cling to her. Just moments later, she also is dragged into the liquid. What comes next is one of the most agonizing scenes conceivable as the pair struggles, flails, and yells out, trying to get their way back to the bank. Despite their tries, fear takes over, and after a minute of complete turmoil, both people finally go under and are not visible on camera for the rest of the video. What makes this more heartbreaking is the realization that if Muhammad had not instinctively grabbed his wife in fear, she could have been able to escape. Or, if one of them had understood how to swim or stayed calm under duress, the result might have been totally different. This clip is a scary reminder of how simply a peaceful time can devolve into permanent tragedy and underscores the vital importance of water security. Regardless of how placid a body of water may seem, be it a lake, a pond, a river, or a shallow stream, correct precautions and the capacity to swim are not elective luxuries but essential abilities that could mean the difference between existence and death in a sudden moment of emergency. Number 3. Montgomery Doorbell Mystery. But there are additional puzzles hiding in the dark, like this one recorded back in August. A weird and disturbing incident took the web by storm after odd video surfaced from the wee morning hours of August 24th. As per a Facebook entry, at precisely 3:20 a.m., an inhabitant in the Sunrise Ranch subdivision of Montgomery, Texas, was abruptly woken by the constant ringing of their doorbell. After examining their home surveillance video, they were stunned by what they viewed and promptly called the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, who have now started an official inquiry into the unsettling event. The security clip, recorded by the resident's doorbell device, displays a female showing up at the doorstep, shoeless and dressed in only a t-shirt, clearly upset with what appeared like shackles or bindings dangling from her wrists, a view that would frighten anyone, let alone a person seeing it in the dead of night. As one resident explained it, "We were sound asleep in our beds. My partner was awakened by the chime. It chimed likely 20 to 30 times, which depicts a frightening image of the fear and despair that this unidentified female must have been feeling." After the video was posted online, it circulated rapidly and created widespread concern and conjecture, particularly since the female appeared to disappear without a sign. Nobody could find or name her in the hours and days that came after, causing local officials and neighborhood members to begin an immediate search mission. The puzzle concerning who she was and what had transpired to her intensified even more when, on August 29th, only 5 days after, another unsettling incident happened in the same vicinity. A person named Dennis Collins was discovered dead in a seeming suicide. In a message he left behind, he affirmed that the unknown female in the clip was indeed his partner.
Today I can tell you on August the 28th at approximately 11 a.m., the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to a welfare check in the 18,400 block of Sunrise Ranch, Sunrise Pines, here in the Sunrise Ranch subdivision. Deputies received information that a male had made suicidal threats and comments. When deputies arrived on the scene, they were unable to get an answer at the door. At that time, they forced entry into the residence. Searching the residence, deputies found a 49-year-old white male deceased. The preliminary cause of death at this time is a single gunshot wound, believed self-inflicted. The decedent's girlfriend, a 32-year-old white female who is not on scene when deputies arrived, is confirmed to be the female in the doorbell video that has been circulating around on the internet. Due to the female's status as a family violence victim, the female's identity cannot be released at this time. We can confirm that the female is safe and she is with family at this time.
According to an official declaration from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, the female was a casualty of domestic abuse. On the evening she chimed the doorbells, she was fleeing for her life and in immense terror for her security. Luckily, she was subsequently found secure and is currently working with police as they proceed with their inquiry into the incidents that happened. This situation, as stunning as it is, acts as a sharp notice that instances of domestic violence can develop quietly, even right next door, and that peril can occasionally show itself in the most surprising of fashions. In this instance, in the shape of a frightened female frantically chiming doorbells in the deep of night, merely wishing that somebody would answer the door. Number 4. Anxiety War. But what I am even more interested about is what you will think of this next clip, recorded by the channel Anxiety War, a YouTube profile I have personally followed for ages. And if you are acquainted with it, then you previously know why it makes such a memorable impression. The channel was managed by a person named Zach, a vigilante-type content producer who devoted his time to revealing internet child predators. His technique was extreme. He would act as a minor online, earn the confidence of alleged predators, and then face them on video. It was not just amusement, it was genuine, unedited, and resulted in real arrests. 7 individuals ended up in jail due to Zach's work. But that achievement arrived at a price. Zach was taken to court by 2 of the individuals he revealed. Officers started examining his activities, and YouTube clamped down, making him to shift his clips off-site for a time. Now, if you go to his channel, you will see the material has made a total 180. The previous encounters are largely gone, besides for one remaining clip that displays precisely what Anxiety War once was.
I could write a book about all the lies and misconceptions that you hear in the media and in the comment section. Or I can encapsulate that all just by sharing one experience I had recently. And that was, someone said that I had become overweight. I've never really been too much in depth with this guy. But I think my experiences with him, what he has done, should be highlighted, unlike some of the other people that I've confronted. Because this guy was the most bizarre predator I've seen. And it was really crazy. I think everyone should see what all this guy has done. And I wanted to emphasize a point that I made in my previous video, how dangerous it is to confront him and how stupid it is, given that there have been real victims.
He stated, "Here is a photo I will not get in trouble for." And in the immediate next picture, he revealed what he was concealing and stated, "Oops." I believe that was a rather good introduction for him. He transmitted another picture. "I am thinking there is nothing bad with showing you a photo of my balcony." And there he remained. He will turn.
He's gonna turn right probably. If he turns right, that's our guy. Oh dude, he's gonna turn right, it's him, it's him. What he was doing was he bypassed Taco Bell and he went around the back and he was combing the area behind Taco Bell. He was going through all these little side streets and stuff. I know the area very well. So I knew what he was doing, and at one point we went right by each other, and then I saw his face, and of course I'm just some 20-year-old in a car, but we bypassed each other. I thought, that's the dude, and I was just so excited. I knew I would see him at Taco Bell. Eventually, I knew eventually he would settle. I knew he had a lot to lose. I feared me saying, "Hey dude, what you did is sick and wrong, and I know you did this and I know you did that," etc., etc. I feared talking about that because I didn't want him to react a certain way. So I left it at that. I just said, "Hey, how you doing?"
I will show you the clip.
Wow. How's it going?
Good.
Where are you going? Alright, stay here. Wait, I gotta talk to you. He's leaving. What a loser. He's after the little girl.
In one of the strangest meetings he has ever posted, Zach faces a predator who had transmitted graphic videos and pictures to what he thought was a little girl. The video is uneasy, genuine, and memorable. Zach's decline from YouTube did not just quiet him, it sparked a revolution. Individuals across the world started posting comparable stings with names like creep catchers, ordinary people with cameras attempting to reveal predators in their own communities. The issue? These individuals frequently live secret lives behind family pictures and normal jobs. They are concealing something really unsettling. And when they are captured, their justifications are always identical. I only wanted to show them a lesson. Zach and people like him were performing the job law enforcement frequently could not or would not, and though contentious, their work showed something significant. The web, the same one you give to your kids each day, is full of individuals who do not merit that access. Perhaps one day there will be a method for citizens and police to collaborate together securely. Before then, material like this serves as a notice that wickedness doesn't always don a mask. At times, it conceals in plain view. Number 5. Cape Town Street Race. The web is full of spooky content, but some clips go past disturbing, like this one, for instance. The clip concerns a scary Facebook entry made by a person named José de Jesus. In the entry, he merely wrote, "I just received this picture and video. Extremely frightening." Attached were 2 pictures and 3 video segments, all connected to a fast street competition that happened at night on the N1 motorway in Cape Town, South Africa. Inquisitive for more background, I investigated the event. What I discovered was very disturbing. The video, recorded by onlookers standing on a bridge, displays the competition progressing at dangerous speeds, and then one of the vehicles loses command. The clip records the terrifying instant the car veers wildly and smashes directly into the barrier at full power. It is not only the wreck that is unsettling, it is the velocity. As per the picture included in José's entry, the vehicle was moving at almost 192 miles per hour, or 312 kilometers per hour. At that speed, even a small error becomes disastrous, but matters only become worse. One of the clips displays video taken from within the car, filmed by the occupant during the competition. Seeing it puts all things into perspective. The careless velocity, the absence of caution, it is frightening. And then, the device cuts out fiercely just before the wreck. But the most unsettling portion of José's entry was the last clip. This clip is not something I will display uncensored. In it, you notice the painful screams of the motorist, still living, as physicians work feverishly to keep him steady. A restricted version is available, and even that is hard to see. From what I was able to see, a piece of the car's door frame was lodged in his head, and miraculously, he lived. He stays in serious condition, but living, a wonder considering the gravity of his wounds. This event is a harsh reminder of just how quickly matters can go awry. Behind the excitement of unlawful racing exists a frightening reality, and this motorist, along with his occupant, discovered that in the most terrible way imaginable. What is maybe most lucky and stunning is that no onlookers were injured, because at 312 kilometers per hour, this tale could have finished much, much worse. It is a sharp reminder to be conscious of your deeds. Number 6. Kiana's cat. A Facebook entry started making the rounds, posted by a person named Kiana. She alleged that odd things had been occurring to her for a long time, but the tale truly begins about 3 years before with a picture. As per Kiana, she took a fast selfie utilizing her front-facing light. Afterward, she saw something she did not spot at the moment, a visage in the back. Pals informed her it was likely her younger sibling or somebody else in the home, but Kiana maintains that is not possible. She clarifies that she and her sibling are both dark-complexioned, and with a forward-facing flash, you would not notice someone in the back that plainly, particularly not in a completely dark room. And furthermore, she was by herself. Folks dismissed it off, labeled it phony, but for her, it was not. Through the years, she claims small things continued happening, lights turning off by themselves, items shifting right before her very eyes. She attempted to disregard it until one evening, something at last drove her over the brink. She was informally recording a cute video of her feline when something unforeseen occurred. Initially, here is the picture in question. If you cannot see what she is mentioning, here's an improved version. The ringed area displays what seems like a visage partly concealed in the darkness. And at present, the clip. Everything appears ordinary until the feline abruptly leaps back quickly and without notice, as if responding to something past the camera. Kiana saw nothing in the instant, but the response, that portion, was genuine. She has not shared much since, but this entry stays a picture of her ordeal that seems just a bit too genuine to disregard. So, what would you attempt if it was your house and a thing was observing from just out of sight? Tell me, know in the remarks. Number 7. Phénomène Ruum. Phénomène Ruum, or by its English interpretation, space phenomenon, is a clip I came across due to a Twitter user who insisted they located it by chance in the suggested videos area. They had been seeing a segment on a French book, and abruptly this appeared. Of course, I was inquisitive, so I looked it up, and what I viewed was weird and, frankly, a bit unsettling. Have a glance. The clip, named Space Phenomenon, appears to be some kind of conceptual art undertaking, but nearly instantly, a design starts to surface. Enigmatic text, disturbing images, and a repeating motif. Space Phenomenon, 1. Januar 2009, 17 Uhr, Landwehrstraße in Darmstadt. Now, I am completely aware I likely mangled the pronunciation, and for that, I am sorry, but here is what we understand. It is indicating a very particular time and location, January 1st, 2009, 5 p.m. in Darmstadt, Germany. But when I attempted to search deeper, nothing appeared. No accounts of celestial events, no documented oddities, just flat silence, which just makes this clip stranger. The whole channel, which I will not even try to pronounce, is full of similarly mysterious, disturbing material. Everything is in German, the cutting is disconnected, and the significance is totally up for understanding, or perhaps purposely concealed. So what is it? An encrypted message, a work of experimental art, or another thing entirely, a thing we are not supposed to completely comprehend? Whatever the case, the channel may be old, but it's a rabbit hole worth falling into. Because like Space Phenomenon, it could just contain more mysteries than we know.
Dude.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that? I heard some shit over here.
Number 1. The Abandoned School Clown. What begins as a normal exploration can quickly become something out of a horror story. For over a decade, they have amused millions with their wild and funny antics, but their channel also has a more sinister side.
This is TGF, guys, fucking ill. I got Tim's off. And since it's Halloween, we thought we would start the month off with searching an abandoned school. Yo, bro, I got Tim's on.
They often go into abandoned and haunted locations, revealing the secrets of the paranormal world. Yet, nothing could prepare them for what they saw on October 10th, 2016.
Look. That is.
During a scary exploration that still bothers them to this day. The boys chose to explore a derelict school in Scion Hill, Kidderminster, a location near their hometown.
What the hell? Is that... What the fuck is that? Bro, that's fucking balloon. Nah, oi. Bro, balance tingling on either. Nah, Ramel, don't go near that. Fucking don't go near that, bro. Yo, if you two wanna fuck with, like, balloons and shit, yeah?
Dude. Bro, that's... Nah, Jake, serious, yeah? You know how they're standing up like that?
That's helium.
Yeah. How long does helium last for? Give it about, a week. 5 to 7 days, yeah. Should we check it?
Yo! Nah, why is the balloons? Hello? Yo!
My black senses, yeah, off the fucking scale right now, yeah.
Yo, no, why are we not questioning? We're stood up like 10 feet away from balloons, helium balloons.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why is it there?
These were not just limp balloons sitting on the ground. They were filled with helium, which usually leaks from a balloon within 1 or 2 weeks. This could only mean one thing. Someone had been in the structure recently.
Hello? What the fuck, bro? Yo!
Did you fucking hear that, dude? Dude, fuck that, dude!
Oh, no, the fucking gun! The fucking gun! Did you? Dude, fucking hurry up, bro! Bro, fuck, he's coming! Bro! Bro, I don't know where the fuck he's going.
Yo, help Jay with it!
Wait! Bro, I don't know what the fuck to do! I don't know what to do! Stay in here!
What the fuck was that, dude? What? Bro, shut the door.
The thought made the group nervous. When they tried to sit quietly in a chamber to regroup, the clown suddenly appeared through the door.
Bro, give me that light, yeah.
Fuck, I didn't notice, but I cut myself earlier. Just cut myself in my hands, man.
Yo, dude, make sure the door's locked. Like. Right, yo, nice. It'll do, man, it'll do. Dude. Dude, bro!
Fucking
dude, dude, that just did not happen.
Bro, let's go now. It's getting really fucking close.
Fuck this, dude. Bro, go.
That was the last straw. The boys ran out of the abandoned building, fleeing for their lives. They got into their car. On their way back, ideas raced through their heads.
Are you planning to go in there? There's a fucking clown in there, like planting balloons around and that.
I swear to fucking God, I'm not bullshit.
Yo, we are going home and we are never fucking going back there. Don't go there.
It was likely someone who thought it would be funny to frighten people, especially with Halloween coming. Number 2. Unexplained sounds. About a year ago, a Reddit user by the name of Extra Dimension 276 shared a short video titled Terrifying Sounds in Eastern Canada.
What the fuck was that? I heard some shit out here.
The clip showed eerie, unsettling footage captured deep within the woods, its atmosphere thick with tension and mystery. However, this video was different from the rest. It documented a frightening descent into the depths of remote, hidden caves nestled deep within the wilderness. In the full video, a man goes further into the forest, drawn by strange sounds echoing through the trees, noises he initially attributes to a pileated woodpecker. But what began as curiosity quickly turned into unease as the sound continued far longer than it should have and showed no sign of stopping. The video stops abruptly at that chilling moment, leaving viewers with far more questions than answers. To this day, it is an unsolved mystery. Did he ever get out alive? Whatever the man was hearing stays unknown, but the fear in his voice was unmistakable. It was raw, authentic terror, as if something unseen was closing in. Perhaps he escaped those woods. Perhaps. But the question continues to plague everyone who's watched the footage. What if he failed? What if whatever was making those sounds finally reached him? Some mysteries, it seems, are best left unresolved. Number 3. Burned by evil in Cannock Chase. Picture a scary scene in the woods of the UK. Meet David, the main force behind the YouTube channel Haunted Finders.
Again guys, welcome to a brand new video. So, tonight we have come to the infamous Cannock Chase.
Through his investigations, he takes people into notoriously haunted locations, seeking evidence of the paranormal. From abandoned buildings to foreboding forests, his explorations frequently capture unexplainable phenomena. With a dedication to documenting the unknown, David seeks answers. But one night, an investigation in the infamous Cannock Chase would push him and his team farther than ever before. The team set up camp deep inside Cannock Chase, a forest notorious for chilling legends, including sightings of black-eyed children, werewolves, and spirits, making it one of the UK's most feared paranormal hotspots.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. So tonight we're doing something completely different, something we've never ever done before. Did you say that?
Yeah.
We're currently camping overnight in the infamous Cannock Chase, which is supposed to be one of the most haunted forests in the world. It's known as being one of the biggest paranormal hotspots. So many things have been sighted here, from the black-eyed children, spirits, other entities, werewolves, strange creatures, UFOs.
David, along with fellow investigators from Ghost on Trent, Marx's Paranormal World, and shadow hunters, prepared for a night like no other, setting up equipment around their base camp. Initial unease rapidly escalated. While discussing the dark history of the area, specifically the murders committed by Raymond Morris, whose victims were interred nearby.
The murderer, Raymond Morris.
Raymond Morris.
Now, in the 60s, a man by the name of Raymond Morris was convicted of murdering two children. They found two children which he buried in Cannock Chase. Not only that, they also believed that he killed a third child, but they never found her.
Strange occurrences began. Kay, 2 meters, began spiking wildly, seemingly responding to questions and suggesting multiple presences.
Please. Oh, they're doing them too, not?
Wow. There's nothing else.
I'm getting it too. More than one. Is there more than one of you? There's got to be for this man.
If there's more than one of you, by using the devices on the floor with the lights, can you flash?
Oh, that's incredible, isn't it? Can you stop now? Please. Stop for a minute.
No.
Eerie voices were recorded through ghost hunting devices and heard audibly, including unsettling whispers and what sounded like a child's voice, amplifying the tension.
It's all doing it on mine.
How was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah.
It's all doing it on mine.
How was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst you were talking, there was a voice over your voice.
Definitely a voice.
Come from here.
From here.
Hello?
Well, you thought it was there?
It sounded over there, over that side there.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was there.
Yeah.
Did you hear that weird female's voice?
Yes, I did. And then the male voice afterwards.
Yeah, there you go.
The atmosphere grew thicker as the night progressed. A REM pod alarm suddenly went off back at the camp while they were investigating further away, suggesting someone or something had entered their base.
Come and stand in this middle.
REM pod's just gone off in the middle of the camp.
Yeah, it has. I've just heard it.
Yeah, the REM pod's just gone off, like someone's walked into it. We need to go up there now. David, grab that, David.
Rushing back, they found no trespasser, but the sense of being watched intensified. Later, while separated, David and another investigator heard distinct voices, footsteps, and got chilling messages through a spirit box, including 3 children here and the name Morris, directly linking to the area's grim past.
3 children here. 3 children here.
3 children here.
There isn't there?
Black-eyed children.
Yeah.
But also, what have we been hearing when we were cooking? We kept hearing children's voices.
Yeah.
What?
From the charity shop, I don't like
Morris.
Oh, Morris!
Who's Morris?
The murderer. The one that murdered the kids, the 3 children. 3 children here.
What was his second name?
Morris. Raymond Morris.
Raymond Morris.
Right, so We've had come through 3 children here. Now, in the 60s, a man by the name of Raymond Morris was convicted of murdering 2 children. They found 2 children, which he buried in Cannock Chase.
Things took a horrifying turn when David felt compelled to take out a silver crucifix he'd bought from a charity shop. A spirit box message instantly warned them to watch out.
Watch out. David got that same silver cross out that was that he thinks was making him be affected earlier, and as soon as he got it out, he said, watch out.
Moments later, the crucifix became extremely hot in David's hand, leaving a visible burn mark before he threw it away in shock and pain.
That's hot.
What?
That got hot.
Hot? What? Hot?
Yeah.
What do you mean hot?
It was hot when I was holding it. On my hand.
Holy crap, he's burned your hand.
Oh my God.
He's burned your hand.
I don't want it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want it. I've been feeling...
He's burnt your hand. Look at it.
I want to go home.
Show me.
I'm not like this. Look at that.
David's been burnt by that.
People.
I took it.
People.
I just loved it.
He's been burnt by that cross across his hand.
I don't know. I was holding it in my hand like that. When I first got it out, what did it say? Watch out.
It said watch out as soon as you got it out of your pocket.
Yeah.
This disturbing event coincided with David experiencing serious physical distress, chest palpitations, and difficulty breathing, making him fear for his life.
Oh, wait. Oh, David. No, I think I'm having weird palpitations in my chest. No, David. David.
Yes?
I don't know if I'm having a heart attack. No, seriously. David, seriously. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
We've got to go home.
Holding that cross in his hand, and it's burnt him across his hand. My heart's pulsating in my chest.
Overwhelmed by the escalating physical symptoms, the burning incident, strange noises including loud screams and inexplicable vibrating sounds, and a profound feeling of danger, the decision was made to abandon the investigation immediately.
That's terrible, man.
I heard a massive screaming.
Where is everybody?
I'm not staying.
No, I'm not staying.
Can we just pack up? Can we just pack everything up now?
Yeah.
And then when we cut the cameras, David started panicking because as you could hear just before we cut the cameras, we kept hearing this strange noise, and it was like this. The only way I can describe it, I tried to describe it to Moxley and Paul and that from Ghost on Trent, and it was just like a vibrating, swirling noise. It was coming from above us and to the right hand side, down near the area where Moxley and Amy were.
David later recalled the terrifying experience, explaining the overwhelming feeling that they needed to escape before something catastrophic happened.
And yeah, when I couldn't breathe, when I was having those palpitations, I couldn't breathe. I honestly thought I was going to have to ring an ambulance. That's why I radioed through to Moxley and told him to get back to the camp. Because there was just, you get, you know, those times where you just get those overwhelming feelings like something seriously bad is about to happen, something's going to go down. That's exactly what me and David both had, and it was just like, if we don't leave now.
The spirits or entities in Cannock Chase seemed intent on more than just making their presence known. They seemed capable of causing direct physical harm. Luckily, they acted on their instincts and fled. Number 4. The figure behind the tree. On December 12, 2022, the TikTok creator at Flashy, who also streams live on Twitch, posted a new video. Known for exploring abandoned buildings, navigating crowded spaces, and sharing unique real-life adventures, this upload stood apart. It documented an experience unlike any the channel had previously shared, something entirely unexpected and out of the ordinary.
Especially with my hands. There's somebody watching you on the back. Where?
Even the video's title, "I'm never going back to this place again," hinted at the unsettling nature of what was to come. Throughout the clip, the man speaks directly to the camera while streaming live on Twitch. But just moments in, as the camera shifts toward a massive, thick tree, something truly terrifying appears. An unexpected moment caught entirely on film.
Oh my God.
This was the moment Fod finally caught sight of the man his audience had been warning him about. The figure they claimed was hiding behind the tree. The experience was deeply unsettling, leaving behind a lingering sense of dread. Just as Fod begins to flee, the video cuts out abruptly, leaving viewers in the dark about what happened next, whether he made it out safely or if he was harmed. To this day, the identity of the figure behind the tree remains a mystery, one that perhaps is better left unsolved. Certain mysteries, it seems, are best left unanswered. Yet maybe it's that very uncertainty that draws us in time and time again. Number 5. The Golden League Javelin Accident. An almost incredible event developed live on television in 2007. It took place during the Golden League athletics meet in Rome. What was expected to be a normal day of track and field became shocking in a moment. French long jumper Salim Sdiri was preparing near the long jump area when calamity struck. At that same moment, Finnish javelin thrower Tero Pitkämäki started his run-up, but near the conclusion of his sprint, he slipped, causing the javelin to veer sharply off its path. Instead of hitting within the marked zone, the spear flew to the left, hitting Sdiri on his right side while he was crouched, totally unaware. Panic erupted across the field. Medical staff hurried in, and Sdiri was instantly taken to a local hospital in Rome. Initially, the injury was considered to be non-life-threatening. Physicians at first thought the javelin had narrowly avoided any vital organs by just 4 centimeters. But 2 days afterward, matters took a darker turn. Sdiri was hurried back to the emergency room when doctors found the full extent of the injury. The javelin had ripped a hole in his liver and produced a small injury to his right kidney. It was a much more severe internal injury than first thought. Despite the ordeal, months of treatment, and a difficult recovery, Sdiri made an amazing comeback. Fueled by sheer determination, he went back to training and set his goals on the 2008 Beijing Olympics. What could have concluded a career instead became a story of resilience and courage, etched into sports history as one of its most unusual and chilling moments captured on live TV. Number 6. A terrifyingly close call. Spending time alone in the wild can be a profound experience, but it also contains inherent risks. What occurs when you find yourself face-to-face with the wilderness's most formidable creatures? This is a frightening encounter that demonstrates just how quickly a peaceful solo journey can turn into a fight-or-flight moment. Meet Christine, the producer behind the YouTube channel Nomad Unknown. After 8 months of vehicle living, she decided to change, leaving endless highway miles behind to search for wild spaces for healing and belonging, starting what she calls her dirt bag era. Her channel chronicles this intentional shift, focusing on slowing down and allowing nature shape her journey. But sometimes nature can form you in ways you would never expect, forcing your instincts to take over.
I always like to have the most private side. Where I'm backed into, because it's where I spend more time, you know, cooking out the tailgate and stuff like that. I know a lot of people say back in for safety so you can pull away. Like, dude, if somebody's blocking me in Does it make more sense to ram them with the front of my car or the back of my car? Back of my car. That wasn't a question.
Christine located a campsite in the Bridger-Teton National Forest just outside Grand Teton National Park. It was a dispersed camping spot within a parking lot-like arrangement, but she let her guard down a little. Suddenly, a movement caught her eye in the adjacent meadow. What she witnessed sent a jolt of pure adrenaline through her, and her body reacted immediately, moving before her brain could fully comprehend the danger.
I don't have my bear spray on me. It's on the other side of my car. Oh my God. Bear! Bear in camp.
Bear! Let's just pack everything up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm shaking.
It was a full-grown grizzly bear, and it was heading towards her. In complete panic, Christine's first reaction was to put something between herself and the creature. By the time she rounded the edge of her car, the massive animal was horrifyingly close. As she attempted to get into her car, fumbling because her laptop blocked the opening, she caught another view of the grizzly, which had moved around the front of her automobile, seemingly following her. This action struck her as particularly odd, suggesting it was not merely passing through, but perhaps had some interest in her or her sight. With her bear spray annoyingly out of immediate reach on the other side of the car, she felt utterly defenseless. It was at this time, amidst the panic, that she managed to start recording. While yelling, "Bear in camp?" To notify others nearby, Christine knew she had to move. The video clip shows her shaking, the sheer terror apparent in her voice and movements. Although the bear finally moved on, the encounter left Christine shaken and reevaluating the risks of solo camping in grizzly country. While she would not change anything about her general life decisions, the event served as a stark reminder of nature's power and the importance of being ready, prompting her to consider keeping bear spray on her person at all times while at camp. Luckily, Christine was uninjured, a testament to her quick reactions and the nearness of other campers who offered support and safety. The encounter displays the raw unpredictability of the wild and how fast a peaceful moment can escalate into a heart-stopping fight for survival. Number 7. The Man with the Machete. Venturing into remote wilderness can show breathtaking beauty, but sometimes it can also lead to disquieting encounters you never see coming. Here, we're examining a serene creek hike that took a sudden, frightening turn, and this account might make you think twice before venturing off the beaten path. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Harbor Explore. Through his videos, he leads viewers on immersive journeys exploring creeks, locating waterfalls, and discovering the natural splendor hidden around the Coffs Harbour area of Australia. With his friend Shuru often joining him, their trips showcase stunning vistas, but sometimes these serene adventures can lead to unforeseen and troubling confrontations. Setting out for another trip, the creator and his friend Shuru headed into the Sherwood region, planning to explore a creek they hadn't walked before, specifically wanting to find some waterfalls rumored to be along its path.
All right, what's going on, guys? We are back on another mission. I'm out with my mate Shuro, as usual. And yeah, we're just out in the Sherwood area. So we're just gonna explore a little creek that we haven't walked before. Apparently there's a couple of pretty nice waterfalls on it, so we're gonna go try find them. As per usual, see what else we can find.
The video started with the creator introducing the mission, showing excitement about exploring this new creek. They quickly began making their way into the gorge, immediately impressed by the unexpected beauty around them.
It is way more beautiful than I thought it would be in here. Yeah, me and Cheryl were just saying, we are blown away by how bloody beautiful it is in here. It's a little bit different to what we're used to. It's sandstone, and yeah, you just don't expect it to be this bloody nice from the start of the creek, so...
Their adventure continued, navigating the creek bed and being constantly astonished by the stunning cascades and rock formations.
Mate, I'm not even worried about finding big waterfalls now. I am blown away by this creek. That cascade there is so bloody beautiful. Yeah, we're getting on some really bloody cool cascades as we get down this creek.
Choosing to explore further, they peeled off the main creek to trail a promising tributary. They hiked up this tinier creek, spotting a waterfall ahead and moving forward, despite having a time constraint.
Right, we're just going to peel off this main creek for a bit. There's a little bit of a trib running in, so we're going to go hike up that a little bit. It's almost just as much flow on this as the main creek, so we'll go up here anyway and see what we can find. Right, we're just heading up this trib. We can see a bit of a waterfall up ahead, so we'll go check it out. Got a bit of a time limit because Cheryl's got to get back to pick his kids up, so we'll go as far as we can anyway.
It was during this deeper venture into the tributary that the placid exploration took a sudden and unnerving turn.
So we're just jetting out of here, probably even a little bit quicker now. Old mate just came down and told us that we're on private property, but I don't know, I don't think we are. We're on the creek, like you can't really be on private property for a walk in a creek, but anyway, the size of the machete that he had with him, we thought we'd listen. So we've got to jet out of here anyway, so see you back to the car. Bit exciting when a fella comes out of the bush with a bloody massive machete. Give you the hot tip.
As they were heading their way out, they were met by an older man who stated they were on private property. This immediately created a disquieting atmosphere. But what really sent a jolt of fear through them was the sight of what the man was holding. The size of the machete he had with him was difficult to ignore and instantly altered the dynamic from a simple trespass warning to something far more menacing. The sudden appearance of the gentleman and the prominent display of the weapon left no room for debate or lingering questions. Despite thinking they were in a public creek bed, the implied menace was clear. Their immediate priority changed from exploration to safety and a quick exit. They decided to jet out of there as fast as possible, the previous enjoyment of the beautiful landscape overshadowed by the need to get back to the car unharmed. Even as they hurried off, the feeling of being watched or potentially followed remained.
You're right. Quick check, no machete. See if our tyres are punctured or not.
Reaching the road did not entirely ease the tension. A final inspection was needed. They quickly checked their automobile, specifically their tires, a small but meaningful act reflecting the unsettling notion of potential sabotage. After the menacing encounter, encounters with unknown people in remote areas can be unpredictable. And when intimidation and possible threat enter the picture, the experience changes entirely. While the exact intentions of the individual remain unclear, was it truly about private property or something else? The presence of the machete turned a potentially civil interaction into a moment of true fear. The creator and Cheru's swift reaction ensured they evaded a potentially dangerous confrontation, but the recollection of that unsettling encounter will undoubtedly linger long after the beauty of the stream fades.
Oh shit! Get! Oh God! What? No! We gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's it. Okay. Oh my gosh! Not this again! Not this again! Oh my God.
This is Mike, Usually he posts gaming videos to his YouTube channel, Professor Cynical. However, today his video is regarding something far more sinister. Mike has been undergoing some paranormal activities in his home. While his friends told him to move out, Mike is determined not to leave his home and to face whatever is out there. However, he might regret his choice tonight as he learns that the unseen can make contact with him. On this specific day, as Mike begins to tell his viewers about the strange things he has been noticing, something disturbing occurs.
Alright everybody, so a lot of you guys have been asking about how things are going in the house. Now for anybody who doesn't know, strange things have been happening. Like, for example, I posted a video not too long ago where the door was rattling constantly. Like literally the door handle was physically rattling and I opened the door, no one's there. So, I mean, I don't know if I believe in this sort of stuff. I really don't. And then another video before that, it sounded like someone was physically running down the stairs at me. And that kind of stuff happens all the time now. And the hell?
Mike shut the drawer and tried to act cool, but this would not be the lone thing he caught on camera. Soon he started to experience odd things happening that appeared to warn him against discussing the unknown.
Oh, I'm sick of this shit. Time as utterly terrifying. It is just one of those things. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I don't know really what else to do about it. So what I've done is I captured a good few things whilst I've not been...
Did you see it just behind him? The door is shifting on its own, yet he remains totally unaware of this strange occurrence.
I'm sick of this. So just to show you guys that there's, oh for God's sake, literally nothing here. Sorry, my tripod getting caught and everything. Literally nothing here. Look, see? Absolutely nothing. Oh, sorry, it's just my tripod wire dangling on the floor there. Just to show you as well. Oh, this shit is crazy.
The door shaking did not seem to bother Mike because he had been feeling it for a while now. But that was not all of it. As he went back to his room, he did a double take as things were not precisely in the state that he had left them.
Wait a minute. That wasn't... Oh, for God's sake, that wasn't even on before. Right, let me try and get set back up here.
The television, previously off, was currently on. Mike, a little baffled, sat down, still unconvinced of the strange events happening around him. But he is not deterred. He asks the unseen presence to make contact, advancing his investigation further. But soon, he understood that he crossed the wrong being.
Oh, see, again, I'm not saying I believe in that stuff. I really don't. But apparently, if you call out, things are meant to happen, or you'll get a response, or something. So, fine, let's just try it. I don't know how you're meant to do this kind of stuff, but let's see. Let's see. Hello? Is there any ghosties about? If there's anybody there, can you say hi? Can you make anything move?
A chair shifts right towards him. Mike leaps up and runs to his camera. It is apparent that he has had communication with something unseen.
Videos that I've seen online about like white shit flying on camera a lot, people say, oh well, it's orbs, but I mean, what is an orb? To me, it looks like dust. So let me know in the comment section if you think that it's really dusty in here, or it's something that I maybe should be more aware of. Don't worry about that. That was my air freshener going off automatically. 8 minutes. Bargain.
And like Mike states, orbs can be noticed fluttering around his house. If you watched carefully, you could surely see them the entire time, signaling something unseen. And right when many orbs come into the frame, it happens.
Nah, mate. Nah.
The door is shifting again on its own. Mike, feeling disturbed, decides it's time to exit this haunted house. Then the video stops, and we are left with no news since. What do you suppose? Did Mike truly have communication with a dark entity? Imagine coming back from a calm family vacation only to find your home is not as welcoming as you left it. For TikToker JB, also called Dino Nugget 741, and his young son Steve, their normal life became a living nightmare. And the most frightening part? It was all recorded on camera. It all began when JB and Steve took a much-needed vacation. But while they were gone, strange things started to happen at home. The security alarm activated multiple times, signaling that doors had eerily opened on their own. JB viewed the security cameras, and what he witnessed sent chills down his spine. A door burst open, lights flashed uncontrollably, and a faint noise of a woman crying echoed in the background. When JB and Steve got home after a week, they were already feeling troubled. But nothing could ready them for what they saw near the basement.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just want to... Oh my god. No fucking way, no way, oh my god. See, bro, there's nothing on this fucking door. Hello? Yep, fuck that, I'm not going down there.
Strange noises resounded through the house again. Just when they believed it couldn't get worse, it did. Later that evening, as they were brushing their teeth and preparing for bed, something scary happened.
Hello? Oh, shit. There's gotta be something. Oh,
Confused and disturbed, JB decided to go through the house, trying to find where the noises were coming from. His feelings led him to the basement once more. Hesitant but intrigued, he and Steve went down the stairs, unaware of the dark presence that awaited them.
It's down here. We got it. You smell it?
Oh, it smells like shit, bro.
Okay, we're gonna go. You go this way too. Stay close to me. Fuck. Shit. Hold on. Oh, shit! Get! Oh, God. What? No. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
A shadowy form appeared. Frozen with terror for a moment, JB and Steve did the only thing they could. They ran. Sprinting up the stairs, they fled to the safety of the upper rooms. But the fright didn't end there. JB continues to share updates on TikTok, posting more unexplained events in their home. From flashing lights to disturbing noises, it is clear that something otherworldly has taken over their house. The big question is, how long can they remain in a house haunted by apparitions and spirits? Michael is fighting the exact same terror. This is Michael, a man you might know from his YouTube channel, The Hooker. He lives a peaceful life with his girlfriend Sarah, their dog Max, and their cat Casey. But recently, things have been anything but peaceful. Over the past few weeks, Michael has been feeling unsettling paranormal activity in his home. Doors creaking open by themselves, cold spots in the air, and flashing lights. At first, he believed it was his imagination, but soon it became unfeasible to ignore.
I don't know if anyone ever noticed that. I mean, it took me a minute to notice it, so I just wanted to show you what it was, you know. Oh, man. I just got fucking chills. I look bad, like I feel it in my...
He decided to begin recording these occurrences and posting them on YouTube, hoping that others might have felt something similar. But what he filmed in these videos was far more scary than he had expected.
Casey's. You're my witness. You heard whatever's at the door, right? God, if cats could fucking talk. That thing did. Where are these fucking open? I got the fucking chills again, dude. I gotta get dressed. I'm out of here, dude. Fuck that. Don't fucking scare me, dog. I just heard walking on the roof. It wasn't like an animal. It was like that. Long human strides. The fuck?
That evening, as Michael waited for Sarah to arrive home, and when she came, the night went without further incident, and they were able to get some sleep, But in the morning, they realized they had to do something.
My wife left before I did. Anyways, as she always does, she leaves work earlier than me. But on my way out, I decided to set up 2 cameras, one facing all the way down from that window back there this way, and then the other one was facing the living room in the opposite direction. So just gonna try and it's been a lot of activities, like a lot.
They decided to place cameras throughout the house, hoping to film whatever was haunting them. And what they captured was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. It's apparent that something powerful and invisible had made its home in their house.
I've seen this to convince anyone. I just wanted people to see, I guess. I'm a skeptic, a real big skeptic myself. I mean, I see videos all the time and cut. And the first thing that comes to mind is it's not real, you know? So when I see my own videos, I see it with my own eyes, even. I tell myself it's not real.
Still doubtful, Michael tried to dismiss the strange events, telling himself that there must be a logical reason. But the indications were unmistakable. The house is haunted. Meet the Smith family: Jake, Kitty, and their 2 girls, Alicia, aged 21, and Kate, aged 7. They appeared like any ordinary family residing in their cozy home. But strange occurrences have been occurring in their house for over a year, things they couldn't fully explain. At first, they dismissed it, skeptical about the chance of anything supernatural. But when their security cameras began capturing disturbing clips, they knew they were not just imagining it. In an effort to understand what was occurring, the Smiths placed cameras around their home, hoping to film whatever was hiding in the shadows. And then it occurred once more. Alicia was jolted from sleep by loud knocking on her closet door. 2 seconds later, something dropped out of it. She felt a strange presence in her room, but this was only the beginning. Downstairs in the kitchen, her father, Jake, was preparing a late-night snack when something even more disturbing happened. As filmed on the camera, a cereal box started to move on its own. It was not just his imagination. The unseen presence was toying with him. Startled, Jake ran out of the kitchen and informed Kitty what had just happened. It wasn't just the family feeling these strange occurrences. Their cat also started acting weirdly. In the video, you can see the cat looking intently at something invisible, as if it could perceive what the family couldn't. Suddenly, it got scared and ran away. Could animals be capable of seeing what we can't? Soon after, their cameras captured more unnerving activity. Objects started falling off the walls without reason, as though an unseen force was using its power. And if you stop the video at just the right second, you can even see orbs floating in the air, an eerie indication of a paranormal presence.
Whatever's going on, we're getting a lot of activity from that room. A lot of noise coming from there. A lot of app activity from there. I just don't feel comfortable over there. Do you? Mm-mm. Are you still in that room? If you're in that room, give me a sign. Oh yeah, I never thought flashlight. If you're in the room, give me a sign. Did you hear that? Who's there? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. You heard that, right?
Yep.
Was that you?
I'm trying to there.
It's in my throat. What was that noise though? It was a thump. Yeah, keep the flashlight like that. If there's anything moving, we can see. Who's here? Holy shit. That was loud, whatever that was.
Determined to get to the root of it, Kitty and Alicia decided to attempt and make contact with whatever was haunting their home. Armed with a feeling of desperation, they called out into the darkness, hoping for some answers.
That was moving. Hello? Hello?
A jar of cream abruptly fell off a nearby shelf. Startled, Kitty had seen enough and quickly went to the safety of her bedroom. While they have not decided to exit the house yet, they concede they no longer feel completely safe. Their children, especially, are scared to be left alone at home because they understand they're not truly alone. What would you do if you were in their position? Would you attempt to live with the haunting, or would you exit and never look back? This is James, a YouTuber you might know from his channel Dino Nugget 741. Usually, James posts videos of his lifestyle, filled with happy moments with his dog Lola and the occasional trip to haunted locations with friends. But on one bad night, his life took a scary turn. It all began after a trip to a haunted location. That night, when James arrived home, something felt strange. At first, it was only faint footsteps echoing through the halls. But as days went on, the noises grew louder. Each time he looked, there was no one, no open doors, no indication of an intruder, just the scary realization that whatever it was, wasn't human. Now, 3 months later, James is sure he brought a demon home, one that has been tormenting him and his house ever since. 1 month ago, on July 29th, 2024, he filmed something unexplainable. He is sitting on the couch with Lola, just chilling and watching TV, and then it occurred.
See that, man? Those damn noises again. Welcome to my life. Hello? Hello? I'm by myself.
Something appears to be moving through the home, even making scary sounds. James is not the type to give up easily, so he decides to film it on camera to show to the world that he's being haunted.
Hello? Hello? Shit.
And then he witnesses it, right there in the room. You can even observe the shadow of someone moving.
There's definitely somebody in there. I could have sworn I seen somebody walking in there. The light switch is right here. I'm coming in. Ooh. 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 Swore I saw somebody in there. Fuck it. Another fucking way. Here we go.
Frustrated and troubled, James goes downstairs, trying to get rid of the feeling that something is watching him. He continues with what he was doing, but a persistent thought remains. What if he had never gone to that haunted place? Would any of this still be happening at his home? At this moment, James has become used to the paranormal encounters. Instead of escaping from them, he films every chilling moment and posts it with his audience on YouTube. Did this encounter make you stunned? then prepare yourself for what is coming next. This is Dylan, a popular TikToker with his channel called @WinMePlease. Dylan is a simple man who likes to play video games and stay home to enjoy himself. But starting just 2 months ago, Dylan started experiencing strange and odd events. At first, it was minor, small things, simple to dismiss as his imagination. But soon, those little peculiarities became something far more disturbing. However, Dylan is not giving up easily. When he is making some breakfast, something strange happens once more.
Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. He's been doing this all morning, and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey, buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just gonna set it up. Paper towels. And we'll just let the phone roll. I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go. Calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just, holy cow. Oh my God. Little buddy.
The door flies open on its own. Dylan, already accustomed to this strange occurrence, calmly shuts it and tries to keep his dog settled, though the dog clearly feels something is wrong. The third time the door flies open, a strange dark form can be seen at the end of the hall. It appears like Dylan doesn't see it and shuts the door again. Then, after a long day of work, Dylan goes to bed, hoping for some rest, until he's bothered once more.
Dozing off when we're woken up by a loud bang downstairs, and the doorbell rings. Like, it just rang probably like 5 minutes. I went down there, checked the doors, and nobody's at the front door. Seriously, whoever this is. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. If it takes, I'll stand out here until somebody shows back up. Okay, I don't care, I'll stand here and watch it. Ooh, okay, that's enough. Get that. Holy. Okay. Oh my gosh, not this again. Not this again. Oh my God.
The entity begins ringing the doorbell and banging on the door as if it wants to get in. Dylan checks downstairs and even goes outside to see if it's still occurring. While he's standing by the doorbell, it rings again, but no one is present. He locks the door, but it seems like he has already let the entity in. He can hear it running and opening the kitchen doors. Dylan runs to his room, looking for safety. Fortunately, after about an hour, the house became silent, and tiredness takes over as he finally goes to sleep. But the next morning, strange events happen again.
So, I don't know if you're going to see what I'm seeing, but this is on repeat. This happens over and over, and then the knocking happens. The knocking. There it is, and it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? I mean, it's just right there. That's new. Okay. Whatever you are, you gotta go. And that's... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Goodbye.
A shadowy form appears again, walking toward his workroom and making the same banging sounds as the previous night. When Dylan looks inside the room, He even sees the chair move by itself, making him feel troubled. But that is not everything. Later that day, when he gets home from work, the entity still appears to be watching over him.
Something is watching me. If you've had the feeling, you know what I'm talking about. I'm playing only up in my office. Something keeps passing by this window. I've just propped up the phone here and I'm gonna play. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there? This thing's always closing doors. You need to get out. Dude. Will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
The entity kept showing up, and no matter how hard Dylan attempted to ignore it or argue, the shadows continued to make his life awful. Still, he doesn't think about leaving his house. He just hopes the entity will.
I just seen another figure then. 3 black spirits have seen them past me now. What? Oh shit! First that!
Number 1. There's a frightening cemetery in this Egyptian neighborhood that is rumored to be haunted only on the stillest of nights. Mustafa Nabil explores the haunted location at an early hour with his companions. In front of the cemetery gate stands a tall and silent form guarding the exterior. They immediately stop the paranormal exploration and just want to go home, but the mysterious form is not going to let them off that simply. It seems like they are blocked at every corner. Something looks at them from around a corner and sends them fleeing down random streets to get away. They are out of breath and about to slow to regroup when they see the spirit has somehow appeared ahead of them and brought companions. They have to keep running and stay out of view. There are many winding alleys to go through, but they feel constantly observed and far from safe as they are relentlessly pursued down every path. They think they are secure and finally slow their pace. None of them notice a supernatural figure watching them from the darkness. The video stops, but it seems their paranormal situation is far from concluded. A piece of the graveyard has dedicated itself to following them home. Number 2. A paranormal researcher from India named Deep T Vlog and her ghost hunting team go exploring what, in their words, is one of the most haunted locations in all of Madhya Pradesh. It's a long journey through some frightening woods just to get there, and they are also fairly certain some creepy things will be captured on camera before the night is over. In the distance, they spot a figure walking slowly off the main path, and then it just sort of mysteriously vanishes into the darkness. All of them move much faster than the figure was walking, but when they get to where they had just had the ghost encounter, they find an empty field and nothing else. Number 3. If you hear a noise outside, don't go check. You may not like what you discover. Published to YouTube in July of 2006, TCAN 456 writes, "Just watch, but not before you go to sleep." Take his suggestion. In this home footage, our friend, who is clearly frightened, judging by his breathing, looks around his house after hearing a sound and then heads outside to see. He passes a large potted planter as he turns a corner. Nothing seems to be there. But when he turns around, a figure runs from behind the plant and flees into the darkness. The cameraman chases after it but quickly loses the thing. He looks along some thick hedges in his backyard and soon confronts the plant man once more. Instead of searching him out more, he runs inside, locking the door after him, runs to his room, locking that door also, and gets into bed. All the while, there is banging. Although it's not known where the sound is coming from. The remainder of the video is nothing but a dark screen, one upon which you keep expecting a jump scare to appear. Don't fret, the fear is done, but my inquiries about this video stay unanswered. Number 4. This video of a quick silhouette looks like it must be in fast forward, but as the timestamp indicates, it somehow manages to cross the space in less than 1 second. I can only think that this shadow person has been spotted at least once previously, hence the bedside camera. Notice how all of its attributes remain blacked out despite there being adequate natural light. What's particularly troubling is how it clears the room in a moment, and then comes back into the shot to linger by their bedpost a bit more. Apparently, the pair seem to share a mutual interest. Number 5. A YouTuber named R. Travis is checking out a haunted restaurant that once served Chinese food. The interior is extremely old, and the walls have decayed down to bare support beams. He feels observed and grows increasingly worried, and begins to talk loud and fast to himself in an attempt to keep calm. Sometime during his anxious ranting, he makes a comment aloud about a spirit he spots standing at the top of the stairs.
I don't give two flat. Oh, there's a set of stairs here. Let's roll. They might not be stable. I just seen a figure up there, but I'm not answering on chasing him.
Nothing really is noticeable on camera. Could this purple triangular object be whatever it was he was discussing? At first, he states he's going to leave it be, but up the stairs he discovers nothing but an old, musty attic with a worn-out floorboard. But there's more than just that up here.
I just seen another figure then. 3 black spirits are seen on past me now.
3 black apparitions are seen on camera. Aside from a white illumination that passes by, I do see some shadow forms, and a final shadow form with white eyes can be noticed here. They're all about the same size, scattered around different areas of the room, and with all of them still observing, R. Travis suddenly ends the video. Number 6. A YouTuber named Sonny Cooper has filmed a shadow moving back and forth that seems out of place. Maybe together we can determine what this odd shadow belongs to. It begins going one way, then it comes back the other direction. It almost looks like a rodent or a small creature of some sort, but that still doesn't clarify how it appears to instantly move across a large space twice. I suppose this could just be some kind of time-lapse editing, but something about the way the shadow moves appears like it was filmed in real time. Let me know if you have any ideas for what's occurring here. Number 7. Is this a fairy? Redditor, FlickMe666, would like to put their pal's mind at ease. The Redditor's pal captured this odd figure on their CCTV, and although they first thought it was an insect, its glow seems pretty bright. The Redditor asks other Redditors what they believe it might be, and they have replies. But Redditor Corbin Kangaroo has probably the most sensible answer. The more I see it, the more I think this is likely on the right path, but I'm still wishing it's Tinkerbell. Number 8. After the alarm sounded at their cafe, Redditor ODHB went to view the CCTV footage. This is what they discovered. A dark shape moves into the corner and shortly after runs across the room. The shape doesn't seem large. Compare it to the table close by. It looks like it's moving on all fours. Some of the replies think it's a cat or a canine. They even say they spot 4 legs. But the shape seen briefly at the start of the video looks much bigger. Could it be a creature climbing in from the window, jumping down, and then rushing past? That would be my sensible explanation, but even if it's not, I think we can dismiss a bug on this one. Number 9. Time to bring out the sage once more. Posted to TikTok by @RatliffWife, this Ring security clip was captured at around 9:30 p.m. in March of 2022. The clip shows the front porch of a residence. After a second, a dark shadow moves across the lens. The shadow shows up several times over the course of a minute. Several insects appear in the clip, but they are distinct. Nothing looks like this shadow. The uploader mentions their dog was also growling in the room at the moment this video was captured. Did it feel something? Some of the comments think so, with Carolyn Mulhall stating, "Pets, no. Better start praying." And it's correct that many people swear that pets seem to have an easier time noticing the paranormal than humans. Number 10. Just when you thought you were by yourself. Posted to the r/ghosts subreddit by littlebit_, the Redditor notes that he and a pal were on an investigation of an abandoned chapel in the middle of nowhere. He says that his friend had gone to the parking area on the other side of the building. He had stepped out to call his wife, he posts, and didn't return inside the building for another 10 minutes. Didn't even see this clip until after we had left. Creepy as heck. The clip shows a figure's head showing up in the window pane of the door several times, the short, dark figure looking in at him. Some in the comments propose it's probably just his friend outside, but as the Redditor clarifies, his friend wasn't in the structure. He thinks the figure resembles a nun or a lady. If you look carefully, the face of the figure appears ghostly pale. A close-up view of the face does indeed suggest that look. Is this a specter, a living person, a stranger, or his friend? The question is, can there be a logical reason for this figure's appearance? Or are we dealing with the paranormal once again? Number 11. Oftentimes, we notice movements out of the corner of our eye and we think we're seeing things. What if we're not? Posted to the r/ghosts subreddit by Kid Blast Double, this clip got Redditors up in arms. The video shows someone coming into their backyard with their dog. But look at the fence beyond. A shadow form can clearly be seen moving across the yard. It gets behind the tree and doesn't move past, apart from slightly peeking from around the tree, which can be seen on the close-up of the video. The top reply was from Redditor Dads for Sons, who said he'd watched the clip on repeat 1,000,000 times, and his initial reaction was, "Whoa!" The slow-mo gives him the creeps, he says. In response, Redditor Paul VS88 mentions that the OP, Big Papa Thunder, said, "Honestly, didn't think anyone would get it, or that it would somehow get nearly 7,000 upvotes, but here we are. Figured I'd fool maybe 5 people, then take it down for a laugh." Redditors with a sense of fun had a laugh about it. Tactus Kilgore writes, "The shadow people have him and are in command of his Reddit account." There was one strange thing in the video that was not edited, however, the thing peeking. But Thunder believes that it was more likely a light from far off or from the yard behind than the shadow specter that he'd edited into the clip. Still, this video will likely have you second-guessing the next movement you see out of the corner of your eye. Number 12. This frightening doorbell video is from the Chills Narrator subreddit, and it was submitted by Tahar Quinn. They say their camera has never behaved weird before, but for some reason, this mysterious shadow figure, transparent and unearthly, is moving at a high rate of speed behind a truck at random. Some people believe this is a person on a bicycle, while others say it's somebody running, but most think that this video is paranormal from the looks of things. A small number of individuals say that this is a glitch but fail to go into much detail, even though I would like to hear more. Until then, I believe this could be a real ghost encounter caught on a home security camera. Number 13. A YouTube channel called Jagger Expective is celebrating at a rental home they soon believe is haunted after running some tests. According to them, these motion-activated lights don't switch on unless someone is in the room. Yet, the lights come on here when the room is unoccupied.
Isn't that censored?
I think the lights might turn on whenever the door is opened, though, because when you see it again, that's pretty much exactly what occurs. So, they could be mistaken about the lights. But next they hear a soft sound from far away. It sounds like one of those very old-fashioned phones that used to have an actual bell on it.
Everybody has their phones, right?
Everyone decides to discuss it again in the morning and they go to sleep, or at least they attempt to. Strange noises persist throughout the night, stuff that's difficult to catch on camera, like a single footstep and nothing more. In the morning, they all still have a strange feeling and feel what they describe as a chilly atmosphere permeating every room. Jagger does a fast recording of every room in the house and captures this figure, which I think could just be his own reflection in a mirror. Or perhaps not. Number 14. Amy Admin asks if an actual ghost was caught on a home security camera haunting her residence. Her strange encounter happened at 7 in the morning. A vaguely human-shaped form walks to the curb and strangely disappears. Some frightening stuff is going on across the street from her home. Or is it? Maybe it is a reflection of a car hitting its brakes. The supposed apparition does seem to come and go with the appearance of a vehicle. The only issue with this theory is that there's nothing here for the brake lights to bounce off of, maybe a shard of glass on the ground or something. So, what has been captured on film? Paranormal happenings or a trick of the light? I do not know. And now I'm as spooked out as Amy Admin is. Number 15. You might want to reconsider booking that Airbnb after seeing this frightening video posted to the r/ghosts subreddit by Lemonisa. The Redditor posts that spooky noises during the first evening in this rental home in Norway kept waking her and her partner. This made her to start recording. This is what she filmed. In an upper sloped window facing the living room, a mysterious white thing appears. After a second, the thing slowly fades away before completely disappearing. It's not certain if the figure is beyond the window looking in, or if something inside the home is being reflected. Some in the replies think it looks alien. Others say it looks like a face or hand pushed against the glass. The Redditor says in the comments that this house was haunted. She states that they'd be sitting in the living room and would hear random items fall from the counter and strange sounds from the basement. She notes that this initial night in the home was especially eerie. Would you have the bravery to remain a second night in the house if you noticed this in the window? I surely would not. Number 16. Are we being taken over by shadowy forces without even realizing it? Posted on Blala's channel in January of 2022, this frightening video is trending in the Arabic-speaking YouTube world. The footage displays a woman walking a dirt path along a hillside overlooking a town. She is holding a bag, and she's by herself. As the cameraman follows a short distance behind, a mysterious and barely noticeable dark form comes toward the woman on the trail. The shadow form runs right at the woman, but she doesn't see it and continues on her path. Did the apparition possess her? Well, this captured our interest. As it turns out, after doing some digging, I found the video is VFX made by YouTuber Dark3. Still, The picture will prompt you to look over your shoulder the next time you believe you're alone. You never know what is behind you until it is too late. Number 17. Here's a weird sighting. Imagine you're playing music with your friends when something decides to pay a call. Published by Navigon in November of 2007, this creepy video displays some guys practicing in a bedroom. One is playing the instrument, the other is singing, and the third is filming the session. But as it happens, there's a fourth, uninvited visitor nearby. As they continue to perform, the friend filming the session takes a wider shot of the singer, and towering in the entryway behind him is a seemingly tall man, standing guard and staring into the room. In the replies of this video, David Fee writes, "It's a humanoid being about 7 feet tall, not a specter. Many people have reported them before." Whatever the situation, in the moment, the friend filming doesn't notice the humanoid. The three continue their practice without any reaction, and the next time the cameraman moves over, the figure is gone. They must have noticed the humanoid later in the playback, a humanoid that was so near he could have touched them. What would you do if you noticed this over your friend's shoulder? Number 18. Chelsea Luna and her companion James go ghost hunting in an old haunted passage from the 1920s. This creepy shadow form at 18 minutes and 7 seconds is what they discover. Everyone states that this is a real ghost encounter, but I'm pretty certain this alleged apparition is just Chelsea's finger while gesturing at something. You can sort of see the rest of her hand when you look carefully, a split second before it occurs. So, I think this scary ghost encounter is a mistake, and not genuine. Number 19. Scary scratching from inside the basement should worry anyone. Some would call for assistance, while others would grab their phone, not for assistance, but to make sure whatever's down there is filmed on camera. That's what two roommates do after one hears sounds in a hidden crawl space of their residence.
It could have been anything, though.
Nah, I was scared, man. I heard noises. Go ahead, move this way.
Feel scary cat, dude. It could have been rats or whatever. What about if we got a whole bunch of rats?
The one who hasn't heard the sounds is courageous. The one who has is frightened.
Are you going down there?
Hell nah.
There's a light right there, dude. You go down there while I record.
There's no way he's going down into the spooky basement crawl space after hearing weird sounds, so his roommate offers to show him up.
Like, the light right there, the string. It's around here somewhere.
Look at the lights, can't
Hold up. I can't reach. Can't reach. I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
He looks in the darkness, and that's when he finds the most frightening thing of his life.
What? Oh, shit! Fast that!
At 1 minute and 27 seconds is when I can barely see a shadow figure straightening up to welcome him. He's yelling, and the video stops before we get to see if he gets away from the crawl space. Before it gets him, the man sees a ghost hiding in his cellar, according to the title of this video. But I'm not so certain the supernatural is what he's captured on camera. Something frightening is in his basement crawl space for sure. But consider it.
Can't reach. I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
Why would there be a chair placed directly under his crawl space entrance unless somebody has been using it to get into their home? I don't think this is a specter haunting the basement. I think this is an insanely scary stranger situation caught on video. Anyway, that's my breakdown. But what do you make of this odd sighting? Number 20. What is this creature hiding in the forest? YouTuber. Fish on Fishel came back to his favorite fishing spot with the guys when he noticed this. I'm not certain what that is. Could it be an illusion? Perhaps. But I think it's a demon waiting, angry that they took his favorite fishing area. Number 21, Redditor, Z's747 states, it occurred again. As the Redditor clarifies it, they posted a video months ago noting that a neighbor's CCTV camera filmed something strange. And in this submission, we're seeing it for a second time. What do you believe this white haze could be? Many in the replies think it's fog passing through. Others suggest that the neighbor could be using a vape. Still, others think it resembles the outline of a person or a specter. What do you think it is? I'm not 100% convinced that it's supernatural, but that doesn't mean it could not be. Though, judging by the Redditor's heading, this isn't the first time this has occurred. If this is filmed again, maybe we'll be able to get more solid answers. Number 22. When a New York man's pet kept barking all night for no clear reason, the dog's owner set out to see. He set up a CCTV camera to see if there was a cause behind his dog's actions, and what he found explained it all. Posted to Reddit by UJ Hood, his friend's CCTV filmed a figure shortly after 11 p.m. on January 29, 2017. The figure seems to be holding a flashlight, moving across the snow. What is so strange about this capture is that although the figure is walking erect on 2 feet, it isn't certain whether it's human or not. To deepen the mystery, the strange being vanishes halfway across the yard, although the flashlight keeps to bob up and down against what may be a barrier. The footage has some asking whether the mysterious disappearance of the figure was just a camera trick of blur and fade, a shadowy deception, or something more evil. Those leaning towards the latter point out the figure's glowing eyes, strange, spindly shape, and weird motions. One user mentioned that there's something strange going on, like why the background never gets hidden after the figure passes by. Others propose to follow the tracks, if there are any. What do you suppose this is? Number 23. This YouTuber works protection at a building that's so haunted he can't even get past the lift without scary things happening. It's gotten to the place where he films anywhere he goes because the location is seriously that haunted by paranormal poltergeist events everywhere. The building has a pleasant gym room, for instance, but it seems the equipment is always occupied one way or another. Weird items are always caught on camera moving about on their own when he's out of arm's reach.
Para darles una sorpresa cuando vengan, que no saben que estoy aquí. ¡Hostias!
But it is maybe this haunted playroom space that sees the most paranormal events of all. So, that's a lot of strange stuff to have happened. But he's been making clips for years, and I've kept the absolute scariest video for last. You're not going to credit this one because it's that beyond eerie. He lives by himself and hears the sounds of a family coming from his room.
Vamos a ver. Que se han escuchado ruidos aquí estos días.
When he shouts into the darkness, he is met by the shadow person sighting. the dark form of a shadow moving in the small amounts of light coming through a space in the door.
Hostia, la luz.
There's no question that somebody was in there with him. But was it staged? Or was it a real ghost encounter caught on video? I think when you look at all of the paranormal video proof caught on tape, you'll decide that this place is really haunted. He could be faking it, but I don't really know how. Also, with hardly any views on his videos, I don't see why he would persist for years on end unless it was truly happening to him. Number 24. This frightening video captured an inhuman humanoid form lurking over a human dwelling, and it has been trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube world. Taken in someone's yard, you first see a pool with foliage beyond. It looks as though the cameraman is looking for something in the leaves. He then turns to the top of the home. The roof at first appears to be empty, but when the cameraman turns completely to the right, this horrifying figure is seen. Its fleshy skin is a raw, burnt pink. Its arms are somewhat long, its shoulders are stooped, and its small head is on a neck that's strangely long. The most creepy part of it is that the figure is looking right at him. It stays motionless for a second, its eyes shining as it watches the unsuspecting cameraman before jumping with cat-like speed over the other side of the roof and out of view. If this clip is real, then I have no clue what this thing possibly was. Number 25. The Terror. Alex Extremo team wanders the abandoned property of this haunted witch's house. In the center of a forest, they hear a loud shriek. While it could be human, it could also be innocent. It sounds like a bird sound. But shortly after, a form that they capture in a window seems to suggest differently. Are the stories true? Is this the witch that is said to haunt this location? I'm starting to believe that it wasn't a bird. Number 26. After getting an alert on his phone, Redditor Django Crutch is asking if this is a shadow form or an insect. Take a gander.
It's there. What's up? What's up?
This shadow-like thing shifts upward through the Redditor's yard and then vanishes off screen. Of course, Redditors have their ideas. By the way it moves, I'd say it's most likely an insect on the lens. But it could also be that a demon is trespassing. If I were this Redditor, I would be using a high degree of caution. Number 27. Check your entryway. There might be someone hiding just around the edge. TikToker at Do You Believe 2 shares this clip of what looks like a figure waiting right outside their front door. On the other side of the frosted glass panes, someone or something seems to be crouched low. Even the pets are on high alert, and then it just vanishes.
What the Too scared to open my door.
The way it fades is beyond strange. It doesn't look to me like the figure moved out of sight, but rather like it dissolved. Many in the replies are as confused as I am.
What the
I have no clue what this thing is. My only suggestion would be, do not open that door. You don't want to give that being an opening. Number 28. Catholics remember the departed on November 2nd with All Souls Day, praying for the spirits of their departed family and friends, often with trips to the graveyard. What occurs when the soul hasn't passed over? Published by OWN Vlogs, these paranormal researchers visited a haunted graveyard in order to find that answer. As the team wanders around the cemetery's open graves, they suddenly spot this vague, pale form in the distance. After looking over several times at the figure, the men get too frightened by its stillness and begin running away.
कुछ चीज है तो वो हावी होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं पर ये क्या
खड़े हो जाओ निकलो यहाँ से स्पीड से थोड़ा सा
ये क्या
Gathering some bravery, they turn and look back. The form is still there. They run away again and straight out of the graveyard. Was this a spirit that hadn't yet crossed over or just a cemetery statue? In any case, this is one scary video that went terribly wrong.
जो भी है रास्ते में यार अरे भाई इधर से निकल भाई इधर
Number 29. Now you see it, now you don't. A pale, ghostly form appears at the end of the dark hallway. It seems to come from the left. The dog clearly notices it and runs toward it. Then when the light turns on, the figure just vanishes. The dog seems as shocked by this turn of events as we are. See it again. The figure is visibly present. There's no mistaking it. So, where did it go? Although I'm not certain where the figure went to, I did notice something else in the clip. Watch the shadow on the ground after the light switches on. Something clearly walks past in the next room. Is it the ghostly form or some other creature? Number 30. A paranormal researcher named I Am Frankie Speed sets up motion tracking gear in his house to capture a ghost on film. After a bit, he finds a strange figure creeping up his wall and embracing a mirror. He gets up and presents the mirror. Nothing here looks like an individual, at least nothing that I can spot. But I think shining the Kinect directly into a mirror might make it to glitch out. What do you suppose?